If you clicked on this video, it's time for change. It's time for transformation. It's time to get excited about life again. It's time to disappear and really find your true power, your core, that confidence, that certainty, that the reality that you want, the life that you want is true here and now. Believing in that 100%, really experiencing that, really embracing that reality, and knowing that there's no distance between what you want to create and who you are right now. When you disappear for a year, 6 months to a year, it gives you enough time to really understand what is actually going on and that you're actually not missing out on anything. One of the things and emotions that we have is that we're missing out on something. Oh, we're missing out on something on social media. We're missing out on something on Netflix. We're missing out on, gossip around friends and family or whatever it is. And we want to have those conversations and whatnot. You see, the brain likes to be entertained and get this dopamine release. But what the brain's really afraid to do is be bored. And sometimes we have to be bored for a while to train our brain to just come back to our truth and go inward and really realize our true power and our fulfillment and our joy and our happiness and our abundance. We are creations of God, and we're not allowing ourselves to express our godlike power. You see, you have to bury yourself in the soil so that you can cultivate and turn into a beautiful tree, right? Flower, whatever you want to grow into. And disappearing into the soil, meaning deleting social media apps or removing, unfollowing people that have negative posts or posts that don't inspire you or add energy to your life, right? It means not allowing certain people to contact you every day, draining you, energy vampires. Communicating with certain people your needs, your wants. It means deleting that ex that you're having sex with, or that ex that you want to call or text or wondering if he still loves you and stuff like that. You need to delete that number out your phone. You need to block this person on all social media, right? Why are you giving this person your energy? We need to understand our value, our godlike value, our truth, our heart, our source, that we are connected to everything. We are expressions of God. We are expressions of the universe. And if we don't truly follow and listen to that, it's like, okay, I need to get this ex back when they cheated on you or they done something bad to you or whatever it is. This is not the way to approach life. We need to come back and realize what makes us joyful. Is it skating? Is it swimming? Is it going to the gym? Is it going for a jog? Is it going for a walk? Is it going into nature? Are you doing those things? Are you having a diary? Are you taking out time for you? Oh, Gavin, I don't have enough time. That's the problem. You're giving energy to things that don't require or need your energy, and it's sucking you of vital energy that you could be using to move your life towards where you want it to be. We can always find more time. We can always find more money. We can always find more fulfillment. But a lot of us, we make excuses on why we can't do something. And I understand, we have kids, we have people that we need to attend to, we have responsibilities, we have a job, we have to cook, we have to do all of this stuff. Well, what I would say is find ways to do that faster. You see, a lot of people, they have this thing about food, for example, where they have to taste something different every time. I need a new meal today, which means you have to shop more, right? Which wastes more time. You're wasting more time in the shopping because you have to figure out what you're going to cook and all this stuff. You have to think more, which takes more willpower and drains you of energy, by the way. You have to then cook the food and all this kind of stuff, right? However, if you do a meal prep once or twice a week and you got the food prepped for the entire week, now you've reduced your cooking time down to 2 hours. Does that make sense? So now you've got so much time back. Yeah, but Gavin, what about my kids? My kids want to eat all this stuff. Well, we got to train them differently and help them understand what's more valuable in life. Is it quality time or is it the food that you're tasting? And so, a variety of food is important. But what I'm saying is here, sometimes you need to do that temporarily, maybe for 6 months to a year, to get back to doing your morning meditation, to get back to following your truth. I'm not saying to do this forever. I'm saying this is a temporary thing so that you can really cultivate your power. For me, when I first started my business, I slept 4 or 5 hours a night. And I'm not saying to do this, this is not healthy. It's not something healthy to do, but I was in the mindset as what can I do? What can I do to add more time to my day? And I made it happen, right? So I was starting a business, I was working a 9-to-5 job, really hard, labor, enduring job, feeling really tired afterwards. Plus I was working out, training, had a girlfriend at the time, you know, I had a lot of things and things I was juggling, but I made it happen. And now, you know, I live a life of freedom. I'm able to travel all over the world. Right now I'm in Italy. Before that I was in Malaysia. Before that I was in Indonesia. Before that I was in London. Before that I was in Mexico. Montserrat. Before that I was in Mexico. Before that I was in Dominican Republic. I've been traveling all over the world. I get to live this life because I made certain sacrifices, certain changes. And, you know, some of it might be a little bit scary, you know, deleting certain people out your phone, communicating things that you need to communicate, releasing certain traumas, releasing certain thought processes, emotions, and heavy weight that's holding you back, certain energies and vibrations. We need to clear this stuff up so we can make room for new things to show up in our lives. And again, that might be boring, that might be scary, that might be, oh, I don't want to do it, that might be heavy for you. It's what it takes. You know, this is the game of life. And, you know, are you willing to play the game? Hopefully I can inspire you to realize that this is life. It's a beautiful thing if you make it beautiful. Kanye West has a lyric. Life is depending how you dress her. Life is he blanks out the swear word. His life is a bitch depending on how you dress her. Depending on how you dress her. So how are you dressing life? How are you addressing life? How are you treating life? Most people ask you, how's life? Nobody's asking you, how are you treating life? You know, life is how you treat it, right? If something bad happens externally, how are you treating that experience? Something negative happens externally, what is your perspective? How can you approach it? What energy are you bringing to it? Are you bringing love and abundance and joy and courage and determination and confidence and certainty? Or are you bringing lack, fear, sorrow, sadness, or whatever? And I'm not saying that it's not okay to feel sad and these emotions. So what is the core energy that you're coming from with it? It's like, this is happening to me, or are you projecting your positive energy onto the situation? See, how we think and how we feel shifts our entire reality. And so who do you want to be? What is your 2.0 version of yourself? Because the reality that you want, does it correspond with who you are today? Sometimes we need to cultivate the characteristic traits and the emotions and thought processes that automatically lead us into the reality that you want. And I want to be very specific there. I use the word automatically create the life that we want. Automatically. It's not like you're trying to get here, right? It's not that you're doing to get here, you're being to get here. It's automatic. You're just being yourself. So if you change here, it becomes automatic. Your behaviors, your characteristics change, automatically lead to the reality that you want, because you are vibrational harmony in all levels of your being, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Does that make sense? And so aligning yourself to the reality that you want. And so these are the changes that some of us need to make. Sometimes we need to go away for 6 months to a year to really, you know, cultivate ourselves so that we can blossom. And again, that might be unfollowing people on social media, deleting certain friends, making new friends. That might be cultivating confidence and certainty. A lot of us intuitively know what we need, what's missing, like what's going on in here, what's missing, what am I not doing? I have a fear around success. Okay, how can we get rid of that fear? Who do I need to hire? What books do I need to read? What subconscious reprogramming do I need to study? What subliminals do I need to be listening to? What visualization do I need to do? What do I need to do to overcome this fear of success? Right? Don't take it lightly. You know, don't take it lightly. Take it seriously. Because these are the things that's going to lead you to the life that you want. And I can tell you that I've done so much work on self, on ego, which has led me to automatically creating the reality that I want. Creating abundance, creating success, creating world travel. And I know it's possible for you to do the same too. Okay, so if you would like to work with me in coaching and you would like me to support you in creating the reality that you want, and you want me to program your subconscious mind so you can automatically create the reality that you want, and you're inspired to do things, you feel the shift in yourself, you stepped into that 2.0 version of yourself, then check out my coaching program right here. And remember to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.